How are y'all, and welcome back to another episode of KCG Plays. My name is Kevin, and today we're playing another challenge run. So, as always, starting on floor number 1, and today's challenge is simple enough. It's just we have to pick the rarest item or the rarest symbol or item offered. And if all the symbols are common, for example, but one of them increases rarity, like shiny pebble, we have to pick that one. So a simple enough challenge. Basically with this challenge, I'm generally, to win the game, you want the rarest items. The best items are the rarest ones. And so with this challenge, I'm just wondering, if you're forced to take the rarest items, is that like a guaranteed win? Or are there some times where that is detrimental to you? So it should be an interesting one. Anyway, we'll jump straight into it. Just so you're aware, the order of rarity is common, uncommon, rare, very rare. Pretty sure there's only 4. We'll find out if there's more. Anyway, they're easy enough to figure out what the order is. And as always, floor number 1, and let's jump right into it. So as always, 25 due in 5 spins. Let's see whether this leads to a fantastic run or a terrible run. So these are all commons and nothing affects rarity, so we can just pick whatever we want. I'll take a cheese. So we probably want less eaters than usual because a lot of the things that are eaten, like milk, cheese, beers, are common. I could take a dwarf though. He does take wine, which I generally will be able to pick, I think. So let's take a dwarf. Okay, we could take another 3 commons. Let's take another cheese. And so far in the early game, there are no surprises yet. I don't particularly want any of these. We could take let's take a seed. I never really take seeds, but sure, why not? And we made the first rent payment with 6 left over. So here we have 3 uncommon, so I can take any of these. I think I will take, don't particularly want golem. 5 ores. Do we want 5 ores early on? If we pick up a miner, that might be alright. It might carry us. Let's take a golem. I was going to take the common capsule, is it? Or capsule of tedium? Tedium capsule? I'm not sure. Okay, it gives 2 if no more than 2 symbols are the same. We will have more. Fish tank is grand, but I'd say in a lot of the cases I won't be able to take the fish. Let's take Pizza the Cat. Gives an extra 1 now, which is okay. So our seed gave a banana, which isn't fantastic. Let's take a mouse for our 2 cheeses. That should carry us pretty far. Okay, all of these are common, so we'll take a coal, because it's the best, but B, it also turns into a rare or very rare. No, I think it's only rare. I'll take a beer. So at the moment, we haven't been forced to take anything yet. We're still not forced to take anything. I don't want anything here, however. I might take a bounty hunter. Okay, with all these, we're quite full, so we can start skipping a bit more. Okay, 3 uncommons. Let's take the rabbit fluff because it gives most rares. Let's take wanted poster, because we do have bounty hunter, so thieves are a decent pick. Okay, we have 3 uncommons here. Removal capsule is not as great in the first floor because we get loads of removal capsules. Coconut is okay if we get Mrs. Fruit or we get monkey, which we may get one or the other. Okay, here there's that goldfish for the goldfish bowl. Do we want a banana? Again, for Mrs. Fruit or the monkey is okay. Let's take the banana, I guess. 2 bananas is a lot. I'd rather not. Maybe we should have skipped. Here, let's take a cheese. Okay, so uncommon. The hooligan is uncommon, so we're forced to take it. Not fantastic. Okay, so I think hexatedium, I mean, we could take it, but should we take it? I feel like we're going for rare items. Uncommon, rare, and very rare. Yes, only 4. Let's take a clubs. Hexatedium possibly would be good. It does give 3. The fact it lowers the rarity of items is a bit anti-synergistic with what the challenge is, but no particular reason we can't do it. Okay, so we do have 1 clubs. Let's take a hustling capsule though, I think. And these are all common. If we took grave robber, we could get rid of the hooligan, but at the moment I'm not that fussed. Let's take happy hour. It's just a decent pickup to have. So we've got 3 commons here. Let's take a bubble. At least it gives 2 and it removes itself, so I'm happy enough. Okay, uncommon, so we have to take the coconut half. Okay, we've got 3 commons here. Let's take another coal. We have a lot of ore in the deck at the moment and no current way of getting rid of it. We have 3 uncommons here, so let's take a wine for the dwarf. Okay, this is interesting. We could take a spades. They're not great. We could take a Matryoshka doll, which will eventually be better. I think I'll take a Matryoshka doll. If it wasn't for the challenge, I probably would have just taken cheese there. But we made the 150 rent payment in 43 left over. Okay, a Robin Hood is rare, so we have to take it. Cursed Katana. It makes ninjas common, which isn't great for us, but it is the most uncommon item, so let's take it. Okay, we have 2 uncommons. Let's take the buffing capsule. These ores are currently being terrible. How many symbols do we have? They're just clogging up the deck. I don't have any synergies with them. They're just terrible. Let's take a billionaire as the uncommon. This gets rid of billionaires, doesn't it? It does. Excellent. So we have a way. It's a pity that wasn't a turn later. So we have 3 commons here, but I don't want any of them. I don't want any of these either. Let's just skip. There goes our billionaire, so we should be okay for rent this cycle. We have a safe. Do we want a safe? I guess so, yes. Just to clarify, I can skip instead of taking anything. But if I do take something, it has to be the most uncommon or the rarest item. But for here, for example, I'm not forced to take the billionaire. I could skip or I could re-roll. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Okay, here I really want a monkey, but unfortunately bar soap is on offer. Do I want bar soap? I don't, so let's skip. We should make the next rent payment, right? 225 due. Okay, we made that with 101 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins, and we are given another billionaire. I think is the best choice there. And out of these, I think Ricky the banana, just because we do have these 2 bananas, is okay. So we got 50 that time. Now a white stone or a tedium capsule. Let's go tedium capsule in the hopes of picking up a monkey. We didn't get it. Okay, let's remove the flower. We don't want that. And let's remove, do we want bounty hunter still in this deck? Is it the worst thing in this deck? I mean, cherry isn't great either, but could be removed. I think bounty hunter is the worst thing in this deck. Let's remove that. Let's bring us back down to 25 symbols. 3 commons. Okay, I'll take the beer for the dwarf. What do we have here? Do I want a peach? I mean, it is worth 2, so we could take the peach and get rid of the kine, just bringing our average up a little bit. Okay, here's a miner. But let's start getting rid of these ores. Okay, white stone is good hit. basically we don't particularly want pearls. We don't want any of these. Let's skip. 2 extra pearls, great. So we're looking for a diver or a geologist to kind of keep this run going. We made the 300 rent payment with 96 left over. 350 now due in 8 spins. Do I want a farmer? What do we, it gives 2. We've got, so these will be worth 4 each. This will be worth 4. I mean, it's not fantastic. This will be worth 4. This will be worth 2. Or let's re-roll for something better. A second Robin Hood. Sure. Okay, we've got 3 uncommons here. Lefty the Rabbit, I don't think so. Let's just take Looting Glove. It's great with Fight Stones. It's just good. Just good with everything. We still have a billionaire there somewhere. Okay, again, can't take the monkey. Let's take wine. So there's definitely some situations where this challenge is not good for us. Let's remove. Or should I keep this last removal capsule? Are we going to make rent? Okay, I'll decide on the next payment. Okay, there's a Matryoshka, so it's now worth 3 per turn. Do I want a hearts? I don't. We have 5 spins in order to get 200, so we need 40 per spin. Let's take a treasure chest. And let's remove a cherry. Okay, we still have that safe, I think, so don't want a pinata. No. Are we getting 40 per turn? 58 that turn, so kind of. Skip 3 turns to get 100, so we should make it. All these pearls are not good. Excellent hit there on the billionaire though. 3 uncommons. Let's take an item capsule. Okay, our second diamond is helping. Another Matryoshka doll. No, I don't want it. I think at this we're more likely to get the magic key than we are to get a normal key. Let's skip. I don't want another Matryoshka doll. 30 that turn, so not great. So we made the 350 rent payment with 86 left over. 425 now due in 8 spins. A rare, which is not great for us. Let's re-roll. A rare moon is also not great for us. I don't think I've ever destroyed a moon in my runs. Do you know that? Unless it was like with a Midas bomb or something. The run ended soon afterwards. I definitely wouldn't be aiming to destroy moons in order to get cheese. Let's see, can we get something better? Another rabbit fluff? No, it'd have to be martini we took, which isn't great. And out of these, I guess we can take the spirit. It's not good. Cardboard box though is pretty good. That'll allow us to kind of thin down our deck. Do we want a 5-sided dice? On average it's worth 3, so I think so. Let's remove. Is there anything here that's worth 1? Mouse is worth 1. I mean, it's probably just this club is the worst thing in the deck. And the second worst thing, of course, all these pearls. 58. So we've 6 spins and we need to get, what do we need to get, like 200 and say 250. Don't want any of these. So if we get 50 per spin, we should do all right. 75 that spin. Do I want a rain? No, I don't. Okay, uncommon. Chemical 7 versus a void creature. Chemical 7 I think is better. Does this affect? It does. So Chemical 7 should give me 10, yes. Okay, it hasn't rolled in yet. 40 that turn. Do I want another 5-sided dice? Yes, it's worth 3 on average. How much did this give me? 12. Okay, well, I definitely don't want another golem. Let's remove another pearl. Or do I want another golem? Maybe I did want another golem. Do you know that? Let's take a big urn and let's hope our hooligan hits it fairly soon. 42. So we made the 425 rent payment with 61 left over. Not scaling great. 575 due in 9 spins. Do I want a card shark? I mean, I don't. Or do I? We don't have any clubs. Like, we don't have any cards whatsoever. Are wilds good for us? They could be good with Robin Hood. That's basically it, to be honest. No, I don't want a card shark. Conveyor belt. Sure, why not? Let's take it. Is it good? I mean, I doubt it. Do I want to take Shiny Pebble out of this group? No, I don't. Out of these, do I want a Hex of Tedium? I don't. Still want a monkey or Mrs. Fruit or something. Do I want another rabbit fluff? Okay, let's take it. Okay, 74 that spin. If we can get a few more of those spins, we should do okay. Let's just keep removing these pearls as they're worthless. It wouldn't be bad if Miner had some kind of synergy, like after it destroyed the ore, it did something. Do I want to take another ore for the Miner? Sure. It'll give me 10. It might give me, like, we have these two rabbit fluffs, so I might get something decent out of it. Do I want a Hex of Thievery? I don't. How are we doing? 46. 2 spins and we need to get... we need to get 200. We need to get about 100 per spin, which is unlikely. 62 on that spin. Let's take another thief. Did I get rid of that bounty hunter? I believe I may have. So this is where the run ends. So tough enough run. There's definitely a few things that could have helped it along. Getting monkey would have been nice. A few keys that we had to pass up on for taking the most uncommon item. So not always the best to take the rarest item. Let's give it one more go. And let's take out of these, let's take a toddler, early toddler, sure, why not? Out of these, let's take a mouse. And let's take, I don't know, a lockbox, I guess. All commons, let's take a key for the lockbox. Some early cash is appreciated. Made the 25 rent payment with 21 left over. I'll take a rabbit fluff and I will take mining pick. Okay, I don't think cultist is a good idea. Let's take the ore. Maybe we could pick up a miner. We picked up a mouse, so let's pick up a cheese for the mouse. Okay, an item capsule, I'm okay with that, and it's the most uncommon. A wanted poster for thief, I think is quite strong. Let's pick up a miner for the ore, so that'll give us 15 every time the ore is broken. And we made the 50 rent payment with 34 left over. 100 now due in 6 spins. Okay, out of these, let's just pick up a wealthy capsule, and let's take Lefty the Rabbit. So an early Lefty the Rabbit, so we should get a fair amount of rabbit fluff. I don't mind another key early on. Okay, we did take a toddler, so let's take a pinata for the toddler. This should guarantee us our next rent payment. Let's take a candy for the toddler. Miner finally hits this. Should be worth 15, yes. Oh, 5 from over there. Do we want a hooligan? Sure, why not? Okay, do we want a ninja? It is worth 2, so I guess we could take it. And we made the 100 rent payment with 83 left over, not too bad. 150 now due in 6 spins. So here we have a choice of target, bar soap and wine. Let's take bar soap and let's take jack-o'-lantern. That'll help the toddler stay relevant. And this will help fill up our empties at the moment. Let's skip this. And also something for the toddler to eat. I could take a Matrushka doll. It's pretty early. The toddler can't eat the bar of soap, which is interesting. Hexativary, I don't want. There's our second rabbit fluff. Do I want a monkey? I don't mind a monkey. Can always remove them later. We should get a fair amount of removal capsules. Okay, 3 uncommons. Let's take a lucky capsule. I think it's the best, plus it fits in with the run the best. 150, we made that with 90 left over, so we did scale more than rent. Do I want a moon? I don't have any rabbits or wolves, but it does give 3. Let's take it. And lemon, I think, is quite good. Just gives these empties worth something. I have a monkey, so let's take a coconut. What's the most uncommon? Void creature. I'm happy to take that. Uncommon removal capsule. Yes, sure. 37. We're doing great. Do I want a bartender? I think so, yes. We don't have any dwarf at the moment, but we could get one. Chick or a hooligan. We already have a hooligan, don't we? We do. So let's re-roll. And let's skip that. I don't want an orange. Okay, 3 commons. We have a hooligan, so I'll take an urn. Monkey still hasn't managed to get to our coconut yet. We made the 225 rent payment with 61 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. We have wanted poster. We have a monkey. We don't have a banana, but thief I think is quite good. Ooh, rusty gear. Is this a rusty gear deck? Yeah, I think it's the best. Could get these rabbit fluffs maybe with rusty gear. Do I want a ruby? Do I want a beehive? A ruby's worth 3, so let's take it. And let's remove the flower and the one of the pearls. Okay, how are we doing here? Coconut for the monkey. Okay, it's got to hit one of them eventually, right? Did it hit one of them there? Yes. 48 on that turn. Do I want a reroll capsule or a sloth? I'll take a reroll capsule. Okay, hexatedium, and no, I don't think so. Let's re-roll and let's take a banana. Excellent hit there. Okay, we have a bear. Do we want a bear? It's worth 2. Sure, let's take a bear. Let's take out this pearl. Okay, so we now have, again, under 25 symbols. If we get the thing that makes this worth more, let's take a coconut half. That makes these worth 3. I think this run can definitely go. And we made 300 rent payment with only 13 left over, so not great. We definitely didn't scale with rent that time. 350 due in 8 spins. Do I want a card shark? No. Let's reroll. Do I want a frozen fossil? I mean, it's so good for the late game. How many peppers do I have? None. Checkered flag doesn't help me. Pink pepper 2 whenever you skip could help me, but chili powder is the rarest, so I have to take it. Okay, let's remove this coin. I think if we hit thief this time around, we have won. Okay, we could take another rabbit fluff, or we could skip. Sure, let's go for it. Actually, ores might be okay now because we are so rare. Let's take another urn. Okay, how are we doing? 5 spins. Let's take a clubs. No, let's re-roll and let's take a bronze arrow. Four spins left. Don't want any of these. I don't want any of these either. Maybe another monkey would have been okay. Just to kind of help guarantee that we hit the... Let's take it and remove it. Okay, lots of 4s there and 8 there. Hex of hoarding. Let's take a coconut half for the monkey. Okay, we are close. We should definitely make our next rent payment. In fact, we have made our next rent payment. Let's take a lucky capsule. Okay, 42, excellent. We made the 350 rent payment with 48 left over, so we scaled pretty decently. 425 now due in 8 spins. We took a bear, oh, but also a magic key. We don't have anything to feed the magic key to, but we do have something to feed the bear to. Coin on a string is good, I think. Okay, 26. Oh, also we have a normal key, I wasn't aware. Let's remove this cherry. Okay, this teeth will be worth a lot if we manage to break it. Hex of emptiness, let's take it. And let's immediately remove it. That should make this pop out our next turn. There goes our teeth. Pity we didn't get a hit with this arrow, but worth 200, excellent. And we picked up a dwarf, fantastic. So this run definitely doing well. Okay, what's our most uncommon removal capsule? I'm happy with one of them. Okay, 54, yes, we made this rent payment easy. Let's take a buffing capsule and let's remove, what is our worst item here? It's probably, is it mouse? Is it miner? It's probably miner. It could be cat. It's probably cat. Let's take out miner. I probably won't add many ores. Not a great buffing capsule. It did hit this Matryoshka doll, so not too bad. Hex of draining. We could take it. It's worth 3. It might get eaten by this yolk. Okay, good hits there on the arrow. Hex of thievery. Let's take that as well. Okay, great on the dwarf. Imagine if the hex of draining had been next to it. 425, we made this with 339 left over. So even taking out the teeth of 200, we still scaled more than rent. So we're doing great. Beastmaster, do we want a Beastmaster? We don't particularly want a Beastmaster, do we? No. Let's re-roll. I don't want a chicken, and do I want a cow? Yeah, I could take a cow. I don't want this. Let's take tax evasion, I guess. Okay, the Eldritch creature is doing great. What's our most uncommon here? A coconut for the monkey? Sure, why not? Okay, we have a lot of items at the moment. Another thief though, I'm happy with. We've no way of getting rid of it at the moment, but on the other hand, it's not really costing us anything. How are we doing? 59, I'm happy with. Hex and Midas, we did take kind on a string, so Hex and Midas has no downside. Let's take it. Eaten straight away. Okay, 75, we're doing okay. I don't want a chicken, I don't want a peach. If we could get some way of removing items now, we would be doing great. I don't want any of these. We've already passed rent. Okay, let's take another coconut half for the monkey. Is it worth taking coconut halves from it? Actually, I must reconsider that. Let's skip all of these. Okay, that took kinds off us, I think. I'm not sure what that did. Let's take another Hex and Midas. Okay, Eldritch creature's doing great so far. And we made the 575 rent payment with 263 left over, so not quite scaling with rent. 625 now due in 9 spins. We have a honey or a... Let's take another honey, I'm happy with that. Conveyor belt. So that would add a lot of milk and a lot of stuff from the bartender. Let's take it. Let's remove, what is our most worthless item? I think let's remove the mouse, and let's remove, is it the monkey? No. Is it the hooligan? No. Dwarf? No. I'm not sure what it is actually. A lot of these are going to be taken out. Let's keep them in. It could be rabbit fluff. I don't know, rabbit fluff is usually worth 4. Do I want any of these? I don't. Okay, do I want another wine? Yes. Okay, 68 on that spin. I wouldn't mind another cat, but we can't pick it up as it's the most common. Okay, the cat's eating away. 60 on that spin. A Void Stone is better, I think. A Coconut Half only gives 10, and a Void Stone gives pretty much the same amount. We're still in no way getting rid of this teeth. Okay, we're getting about 50 per spin. Do I still have my mouse? I don't. Let's take a Hex of Emptiness. And let's remove, what is our worst symbol? Is it the monkey now? I think it is. Except the monkey is the only way of getting bananas for the teeth. Is it the hooligan? Yeah, I think so. Okay, 96, excellent. Billionaire, we've no way of getting rid of Billionaire at the moment. No. Let's take a wine for the dwarf. Okay, we're getting between 50 odd. Hex of Hoarding, let's take it. Where's our Eldritch Creature? Come on, you've many things to eat. 67. We're just on the cusp of making this a decent run. We made 625, we made that with 269 left over. 675 now due in 10 spins. Treasure chest is great because we do have a key. Checkered flag doesn't help us. Pizza the cat doesn't particularly help us. Ricky the banana also doesn't particularly help us. Let's take Pizza the cat, I guess. Okay, we got 60 that turn. Let's take a Hex of Hoarding. Okay, Eldritch Creature is eaten up. It's now worth 11, that's great. I wouldn't mind a second one, obviously. Let's skip all of these. Okay, great hit on that Bronze Arrow. Uncommon, uncommon, rare. We don't want a beehive. Just add way too many bees. Excellent hits there. So the dwarf ate one, then another one, and then ate it straight away. Let's take another removal capsule. Okay, I'm not sure what Hex of Hoarding did. I think that was Hex of Hoarding, so we're forced to take a symbol here. We are. I am forced to take the martini. Let's re-roll. And hopefully, yes, Void Creature is much better. Let's remove. What's the worst thing we have here? Toddler. We probably won't get anything else for the Toddler. The Toddler is worth 2 though, so it wasn't the worst. 81, okay. We have, let's take a Wealthy Capsule is probably better. Oh, let's take an item capsule, see what we get. Lockpick is good, that's a very good item. Here, a Buffing Capsule, if it lands in the right place, is worth more. I hope that was my key that just got disappeared. Golden Arrow is easily a pick. It was my key, excellent. So we're down to 24 symbols again, which is great. Great hit there on the Bronze Arrow. Decent on the Golden Arrow, 120. Okay, let's take, I don't want another rabbit fluff, so let's skip. We still have this teeth with no way of getting rid of it at the moment. We made 675 rent payment with 429 left over. 777 due in 10 spins. And let's take a magic key. Nah, let's re-roll. Let's take a silver arrow, sure. Mori the Rabbit is just fantastic. These are worth like 6 now usually. Yep. So yeah, we definitely made this rent payment. Do I want an? I don't want another one. Let's just skip. Yeah, with the arrows, we're doing fantastic. Don't want a farmer. Let's remove... we need the dwarf, we need the mouse, we don't need the bear. So this is where, let's remove the ninja and let's remove the bear. Okay, great hits on the dwarf. Doing fantastic. And we have already made rent pretty much. So just on the last few spins, finish up. So this challenge is definitely one of the easier ones I've done. And in most cases, being forced to take the rarest item also corresponds to taking the best item. As you would expect. So in a lot of the cases, there wasn't much challenge at all. This was interesting. Having a rabbit fluff run, definitely rusty gear helped the run a lot. Let's take a removal capsule. So yes, definitely an interesting run, an interesting challenge. The first, oh, Midas Bomb. Should we take, yeah, let's take a Midas Bomb. What did it take out? Nothing yet. Yeah, an interesting challenge, definitely worth doing. There were a few, as you could see, a few cases where we would have preferred to take a less rare item. That Midas Bomb was terrible. It got basically only good stuff. What did it destroy? We've destroyed a massive amount of symbols. Destroyed golden arrow and a bronze arrow. Is there anything else there destroyed? I would have rather it didn't. Oh, it took our teeth out. No, it didn't. No, that was our other teeth. I don't know. I don't know what the other thing was destroyed. It gave us 56, so something worth 9. That could have been anything. Let's just skip it. Doesn't matter. We're well ahead. This run probably won't go endless, but maybe. Yeah, definitely an interesting challenge. One of the easier challenges I did, and one that's definitely didn't affect gameplay as much as the usual ones do. I wasn't forced into my choices as much as I often am. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe to see more. We'll be back tomorrow with another floor 9 run as usual. If you have any challenges you'd like to see me do, just leave them in the comments section below and I will add them to the list. Until then, next time guys, cheers for now.